Also, so you want to check that out. So that being said, who we got first?
Oh, speaking of, hey everybody, put your hands together for the great Sonya! Yeah, Sonya dope. I was trying to peek at her lines today on some real. I seen her right, and I'm like, dude, I tried to zoom in on that shit.
I feel like that's low key why you said my name, because you knew you was gonna call me up there. So
I just see it happen so divine.
thank you.
It's in the real one top.
That's very Kim Possible.
Yes.
I feel like I got superpowers in this.
You do and do.
Thank you. Always have my back. Okay. So I'm gonna just go right into it because this F feels so good, and I just want everything to continue to flow. I titled this poem Woosah because sometimes I really do think I be needing to just fucking woosah.
Okay. I was about to set the remote down so I can relax, but I'm like, no, I gotta keep the remote for you now, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hold up.
I mean, I don't see it until somebody calls it out, and sometimes I catch myself doing it, and I just let like things get to me, and it's just like I'm in a place where I'm trying to just own my faults and just take accountability for my own happiness, and I look for that in other people, because I feel like we all tend to do that sometimes. I'm just, trying to be transparent. So. Called it Woosah. Earth is beneath me, but happiness is on the side of me. Holding my hand and keeping me on the inside of the street so I don't get wet on the sidewalk on which I plant my feet. I am beat from the heat that kindness gives me. Being beautiful to the things around me is a superpower that flowers in the dirt and the ground grow from. It is inside of me.
Can I start you with hit you? We already on blue, but man, I didn't go back, but you gotta run that blue light. I'm gonna call it out. Blue light.
Where am I going back to?
No, run it back. Run it back and just speak up, please.
Okay. Earth is beneath me, but happiness is on the side of me. Holding my hand and keeping me on the inside of the street so I don't get wet on the sidewalk on which I plant my feet. I am beat from the heat that kindness gives me. Being beautiful to the things around me is a superpower that flowers in the dirt and the ground grow from. It is inside of me. The courage to hold back how I really feel and what I really want to say when someone tries to fuck with me. Because just like the fire residing within, I will light your ass up with just a stroke of my pen. I will not let your stupid ass get under my skin. And make me be the reason you go home and weep. I shall reap all the benefits of making you watch me be me. The girl with the twirl, as cold as the winter blows around the world. I am that girl, I am that bitch, I have that power to make you cringe. I am that dragon you cannot slay. I am that anthem that you can play. I am the sun, I am the moon, I am the stars that light your face. I am the cake. So yeah, you can eat me too.
Whoa!
Somebody call it up there. Somebody call blue light there. Say something.
I don't want to get beat up. Blue light, blue light.
Somebody say something. Say something then.
Okay. That's it. The girl with the twirl, as cold as the winter blows around the world. I am that girl, I am that bitch. I have that power to make you cringe. I am that dragon you cannot slay. I am that anthem that you play. I am the sun, I am the moon, I am the stars that light your face. I am the cake. So yeah, you can eat me too. I wanted to keep it all to myself, but this love I have inside of me for you, sometimes it can be about you. You're a part of that galaxy that sends me over mountains and hills, valleys so low and winding hills so steep. I know they say you are in charge of your own happiness, but can't the one you share so much chemistry with give you the strength to love a little harder, go a little deeper, think a little smarter? I mean, I'm not saying you have to act like my father, even though I do call you daddy.
Go.
Hold on, you gotta go back. No, I didn't hear that.
Okay.
Y'all supposed to yell out blue light. Don't yell out blue
You
light.
said, I'm not going to say it again.
Everybody got 2 blue lights.
I wanted to keep it all to myself, but this love I have inside of me for you, sometimes it can be about you. You're a part of that galaxy that sends me over mountains and hills, valleys so low and winding hills so steep. I know they say you are in charge of your own happiness, but can't the one you share so much chemistry with give you the strength to love a little harder, go a little deeper, think a little smarter? I mean, I'm not saying you have to act like my father, even though I do call you daddy. You're just one of those things that really make me happy. They say my sweetest days are ahead of me. So I'd rather live effortlessly in the warmth of my inner peace. I don't need anything or anybody to define me. My babies are my world because they lift me up in the reflection of me. They are authentic entities of what pure and unconditional love is supposed to be.
Period.
So I leave you with this. I'll never put someone else's needs before my own happiness. To you I promise, this is my promise to you. I choose happiness.
Very nice. That felt amazing. I just gotta say that first. That felt
Yeah, I
nice.
feel empty.
That felt nice. That was a beautiful.
Like,
That was a beautiful
God.
trip. That felt
Yeah.
amazing.
I just wanted to be transparent about what I want and what makes me happy, even if it does come off as selfish or self-centered or just unconventional or unorthodox. If it goes against what society thinks. It's like I feel like we kill our own happiness by trying to be something we're not in the first place. Not actually doing what makes you fucking happy. You're not doing what makes you happy, and I can tell because you're fucking miserable, and I don't want to be around you. You don't want to be doing what you're doing, so you're taking it out on me. You taking it out on me because you're fucking miserable. You're not doing what you want to do. You're not making what you want to make. You don't live where you want to live. You're not fucking who you want to fuck. It's like you just mad, and that energy, if you stay around it too long, like it'll start to become you. Like you'll start to consume that shit, and it will drag you down. And it's just like choose happiness. Once you choose happiness, nothing can stop you because shit gonna come and go. Like people come and go. People gonna do shit to make you unhappy because they're unhappy. Just be happy. It kills them to see you happy. They hate to see you happy. Just be happy. You wanna kill your haters? Be happy. Don't be sad. They're winning. Like get up.
Oh God.
They're winning.
She's been here weekly, y'all. Every week. I don't know if she's been missing Wednesday. Have you ever missed a Wednesday? She ain't never missed no Wednesdays, have she? No.
Man, that was, hey. I feel like I needed a woosah after that though. Hey, your piece was called woosah, right?
Yes.
I feel like, man, I need a woosah after that. Like, damn, that shit was cold. Like, I feel like we all need like a 10-second intermission and shit after that. And plus the fact that, hey y'all, could y'all put y'all hands together for the co-host? Give it up for Darren, y'all. I'm gonna go sit. Oh man, after Sonya sees on my heart, super beating fast. That girl had me on the trip. Man, that was nice. Man, that's all like, oh shit, that shit was nice. That was nice right there. Damn.
She said you can't slay me. I'm like,
Man, yeah, that was nice, Sonya. That was nice. Alright. Jeff was like, I'll try. My sweetest days was in the late 80s before the crack babies grew up. I was fucking with Jimmy Superfly Snooker. We could walk to school with our parents, even though we was only kindergarten. Little Garden's only 5 and just came from God. All gums and grow teeth. Wanna explore and find their own gold. Aspire to have jewels and rings. Hoping my phone ring for a good reason. My good days. My mother was in love with Reese's. The good days before cell phones. A quarter meant so much to a payphone. My sweetest days had my granny earrings on the coffee table next to her napping chair. Plethora of peppermints. Only God know how many I stole. I meant took without asking. My sweetest days was with Sharon as a freshie. My days was with Nikki from MP. My days with Tiffany, with Misha. Got all the sweetest couple trophies. My sweetest days was on mama porch. I've been a force in my Scottie Pippen. What if Mike had no homie?
Okay.
They quick to shit on number 2.
That shit was hard.
That
shit was hard.
Yeah. Hey, I laughed when I wrote that line too. I was like, that shit was cold. Yeah, so I say, I've been a force. See, y'all get the forces line, Pippin got the forces. I've been a force in my Scottie Pippen. What if Mike had no homie? They quick to shit on the number 2. When Batman, Superman, and Hulk saw the Avengers. When I first met Blanca from Street Fighter. When I found out Ryu and Ken both had the Hadouken. When Jay-Z Blueprint hit, I remember when the cool kids got honor roll easy. I remember when men didn't exist.
What's that blue light shit? Run that back, cause they don't understand about that cool kids line.
Yeah.
They don't understand about that.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I say, I remember when the cool kids got honor roll easy. I remember, I don't know I was going to the next line, but that was my last line. I say, I remember when men didn't exist. But that was it. That's all I had so far. Yeah. But, real quick, this was something that I felt like I definitely need to get back to. This is my mind is, of course, on hosting, but it's in the thrill of being able to write with the noise or the conversation, because I was able to write in the kitchen tonight, and usually that's like the hardest place to write. And I noticed that Sonya, she be able to write in loud groups and shit. She be right there, and standing in a circle, getting that shit like in the conversation and like going. So it's like I'm usually retreating up to this area to write, but tonight I was in there, and so it just felt good to write, you know what I'm saying, in that intensity in there. So yeah, but yeah, that's what I came up with. Any questions? Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. All right, next up.
I like the Hadouken part.
Yeah.
I didn't know Ken and Ryu had.
Yeah, they both do.
You know they both had the exact same moves, bro. They had the same double side kicks. They hit all the same
Hey, but look, I feel like with this topic though, it's like you can go so far. I have to start from the beginning. Your best times is when you was a kid, when you have responsibilities. So I started from the base. So I'm coming back to all these topics though, for real.
Run this shit.
Yeah. So next up, everybody, put your hands together for Brittany. Yeah.
So sometimes you let people sit in your stool? No?
You want to have a seat though?
That's our first time doing an arrangement like this, so you gotta bless this thing.
Okay, first time doing an arrangement like this. Yeah, I don't like the air. Alright, y'all ready? Hi.
How you doing, Brittany?
Kill it.
My sweetest days, few and far between, where the universe is good to me, or so I'd like to think. And I love to think. I love to drink tea and binge think, where my imagination is free. My sweetest days are when I am truly good to me, where thongs are on, voice levels are calm, and smiles are warm.
Blue light.
What was that last line? I just said thongs.
Hey, y'all think it's funny because I was about the blue light. I was looking for my remote. Thank you.
I said thongs.
All right, listen this time, y'all. And I love to think. I love to drink tea and binge think, where my imagination is free. My sweetest days are where I am truly good to me, where thongs are on, voice levels are calm, and smiles are warm. My sweetest days are when my imagination really put on for the culture. Where I consider everyone part of my community and them me. Where I attract free speech, miracles, and opportunities.
Come on, girl.
Where my egos and id work in complete unity. Where I'm so confident in my manifesting abilities, I bundled up the family with no humility, trucked them to a concert with no tickets, and got front row visibility.
Girl.
God did.
God did.
I woke up knowing the star.
Girl, you was stepping.
Blue light. God did.
Alright.
Hey, you was going crazy. Hey, run that back. No tickets.
Where I'm so confident in my manifesting abilities, I bundled up the family with no humility, trucked them to a concert with no tickets, and got front row visibility. God did. I woke up knowing the stars aligned for that opportunity. My sweetest days are warm. My sweetest days are when no one expects anything from me. And when I wouldn't take credit for the energy that came out of me today because that's the most high I could be. There is no ceiling. I got the best of me, more rest in me. The recipe is sleep. I mastered peace and woke up like this, real cozy.
Jesus!
Yeah.
You got any questions?
Trying to run away?
Any questions for?
Masterpiece and woke up like this?
Any questions for?
No.
You wake up like that every day?
No, I gotta make myself. I was talking to Skinny earlier. He was like, I wake up happy every day. He the second black man, the second person in my life that's ever told me like I wake up happy every day. Like I'm always happy. So I figure since I choose happiness, I just try to work towards it. But the days where I don't have to work towards it, and the days where it's just like smooth, like I'm not mommy, I'm not expected to just be strong and get this shit right, because I excel at getting this shit right, but that shit is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And when I'm happy and then everybody's like, I like your hair wrap, I like your conversation, I like your personality, I like your shirt, it's just goodness in the air. That is like, I attracted that. Somehow I got that. I prayed for that. I did that work. So that's when I feel like really good.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that.
That was
the reason
hard.
I said that because you got to be in love with yourself before you can love anybody else.
Yeah.
And sometimes you step out in this world, you want that validation from your peers, your neighbors and all that. You want to be that person that people look up to. Fuck everybody else. Make yourself happy. Every day I wake up. When I go outside, that's when I go involved in that bullshit. People around you, they energy. Bad energy will get passed along to you. You got to keep your good energy to yourself and other people with good energy, if you understand what I'm saying. And that's where I'm at right now. So yeah, I do wake up happy every day. And I thank God that he made me like this. He blessed me with the opportunity to do this.
Come on.
Man, you just don't know. He knows the trials and tribulations I've been through. But I've been through so much, and I can say every morning, I'm blessed to wake up and look
Check
this
this out,
way.
y'all.
I hope you feel that way every day.
I do. Even on child support, even on
Skinny!
thank God.
Before you continue, I want y'all to give her a round of applause, y'all.
Hey, Skinny.
Since you was talking, hey y'all, give it up for Skinny.
You know what? I ain't even writing nothing. I was back there writing, so you give me a moment. I got something for you.
Oh, off the door? No.
Off the line, I want to go right now.
Fuck it, off the door.
No, because I got the list. I got the list. It's all good.
Try to put me on there.
They want you to
Get
get
it together. It's the Penflow. It's the Penflow.
Yes, it's been open. Yes, you should have been done. Ain't no finish right.
All right, y'all. Put your hands together for Jeff. You.
You about to wild out. That was a little bit of fun there.
Alright, how y'all doing tonight? I got a little something right here. I call this my sweetest days. To be honest, every day is sweet.
I'm just glad to wake up and see. I'm happy for anyone I can meet. I just try to stay out the way. No drama, very discreet, fuckery free. Get money, fuck whoever. I live by word, by any means. I'm living out my daily dreams. Doing everything I believe. Right now I feel like Martin Luther King. Let me remix it, some Malcolm X things. I'll fuck you up, that's on everything. Do everything to protect my peace. I enjoy my days, do whatever I have to do to preach. Coming in my space is a reach. I'm just trying to get home to that peach. So move, bitch. Get out the way, please. Cause I'm trying to enjoy my sweetest days, especially when she's on her knees. That's all I got right there.
That's my cousin, y'all.
Hey, bro, what you mean when she on her knees?
You enjoy everything when she on her knees. I don't know whatever she do.
Hey, those like some good praise.
Yeah, you got any questions? Any questions in the chat? Anything you want to say about your piece?
Good, thank you.
All right. I gotta do like the outro. Alright, y'all, put your hands together for CC the GOAT. Yo, 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 yo. First timer. Yeah.
Hey, y'all got me nervous listening to y'all stuff.
You got this shit?
Oh, she got them positions in there.
You know, see my
Hey, man,
I'm just saying, he just got to leave it with the outro, with the knees and all that. I see the positions. I'm like, everything is so divine. But okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the subject is my sweetest days, but I put my sweetest days. Okay, so I'm going through a lot right now. So when I seen your face on my screen, I reminisce the sweetest days. I mean, the flashbacks keep blinding me with the visions of your love. You touching me, caressing my pink toes after I just got done working. I'm still sitting back saying shit. I'm still sitting back talking shit, but admiring that you are the one that I love at the same time. I mean, shit. I'm not supposed to be thinking about this shit, but I can't help it. But at the end of the day, I still smile. I instantly heard you laughing at me like you caught me talking to myself again. I miss your laughter. You always go out your way to do something stupid just to make me laugh. Like, remember the time we went to the store and every time we split up, you either calling me loud by my name, walking with 2 limps, or asking everybody, have you seen my wife? Good times. Damn. My pussy just thriving just thinking about the presents. But there's really no point in reminiscing if I can't have what I've been missing. However, he's still my sweetest taste.
Nice. Hold up. Don't you dare run off. Hold on.
Any questions, anybody? Any questions? That was nice. I got my stuff.
I got a question.
That was beautiful.
It's okay.
What's up? Yes.
I was so nice to answer. What's the inspiration behind the phone to you?
He said, that in the beginning, it said, I'm going through a lot. So I tried to, like, see what's good in my life, and, you know, that kind of popped up.
Is that just an ex, or is that someone that deceased?
This is not even an ex. This is something that I want.
Oh.
And so it's like a desire and something like, you know, pretend. So this is not even a real man.
Oh.
Dang. Wow.
Nice. Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, I think it's dope. Hey, one thing that you don't know, and I gotta let everybody that don't know that don't frequent or haven't been here a whole lot. It's always somebody that's matching or whatever, and I think it's dope as fuck that your pants match my sweater.
Okay. You my queen for the night.
I'm like, man, like that's lit. So, you know, super salute. Yeah.
Okay.
And thanks again.
All right, thank y'all.
Yeah. All right, y'all, put your hands together for Mishana. Mishana. Okay, oh, here she go. Uh-oh, there she go. What up? Y'all put your hands together for Mishana.
What's up?
I actually got bronchitis. I did write a little poem and I wrote like one little verse. Actually, I got to singing because Javon had played that beat and I was like, you know what, I'm finna write a song. But anyway, so where's this little poem I wrote? Incredible is the inevitable. I tried to be sad, but you wouldn't let me. I can't even be mad around you because you won't let me. The sweetest days with you is everything I never knew I wanted, but now I'm choosing to never live without. Once you have a taste of sweetness, it's too hard to go back to the bitter. That hurt your mind, your body, and took your soul. A beautiful day can't exist when you can't relax. Too many salty experiences trying to attack. But the sweet won't let me surrender. The sweet keeps uplifting and spoiling me with a million kisses and hugs. I keep the affection as a great memory to relinquish any hate in my heart. Can't survive when I'm too sweet to be bitter and too calm to be on edge. Sweet, only the sweetest thing about my days is me. Then I wrote a little song. Keep in mind, don't talk about me behind my back. I got bronchitis. Y'all don't need to hear the beginning. Probably only gonna literally say like 3 lines. The sweetest days is memories. I'm so in tune, you loving me. I tried to stop myself from falling, but you just kept calling. And that's it, I ain't gonna sing the rest.
Any questions? Anybody for me, Sean? Or she run up out of here?
Any questions for us? Anything you want to say about your piece?
I don't know.
You started writing that song, like, were you thinking about a certain person?
I wrote that song in 5 minutes on the stairwell.
But did it make you, like, think about a certain person?
Yeah.
What makes love bittersweet?
No, I didn't say love was bittersweet. I said other people you may have fucked with, they was bitter.
Oh, okay.
Or, you know, you realize bitter situations, bitter baby daddies, bitter exes, bitter ex-bitches, bitter friends. So, yeah.
Do it make you appreciate love that much more when you run into a bittersweet person?
No, I stay away from bitter motherfuckers. So.
Smart.
All right, y'all, give a round of applause.
All right, everybody, put your hands together for Rello. Give it up for Rello.
I mean, probably shouldn't have sat out.
Nah, you got this shit, bro.
Oh, damn, it feel good over here. Hello, everybody. Some of y'all know, some of y'all don't know. So my name is Rello. Nice to meet you. This is kind of a cliche because I was actually thinking of Sweetie's Day. I didn't think of the Sweetest Day, so it's a cliche. A little bit.
It's all good.
I can speak into it. I'm speaking to this one. I'm a little confused. Okay. I need a minute to take. It's been a while since I read, so I'm a little nervous. Sweetest, I miss you, but you never went away. Only been a few hours since I seen you, but I can't stop missing you, even when I don't mean to. See, hours away from you feels like weeks. You right, niggas ain't shit, but black men don't cheat. Sweetest day. Yeah, drinks is cool, and partying too, but do you know the feeling when you're ahead when your rent is due? Do you know the feeling when you're ahead when your rent is due? No? What about deep conversation? Can I access your mind to a higher elevation? What about a vacation? What about riding a black stallion bareback and your body aching? Translation, I can make your stomach sore from deep penetration. I had to shoot my shot. I had to shoot my shot quick.
Anybody say no blue light?
Where y'all want me to start at? Alright.
How you do that?
Say blue light.
Alright.
Just say run it back, say blue light.
But do you know the feeling when you're ahead and when your rent is due? No? What about deep conversation? Can I access your mind to a higher elevation? What about a vacation? What about riding a black stallion bareback and your body is aching? Translation, I can make your stomach sore from deep penetration.
I gave you that wine, bro.
Thank you. I had to shoot my shot quick. A black woman made me a changed man. I used to be a dog, now I'm John Wick. So with all this, I have to ask. Alright, where y'all want me to start? Penetration? I'm running back from penetration. I got y'all. What about riding a black stallion bareback and your body's aching? Translation, I can make your stomach sore from deep penetration. Had to shoot my shot quick. A black woman made me a changed man. I used to be a dog, but now I'm John Wick. So with all this, I have to ask. I live in the moment because the moment never lasts. Sweetie's Day, and that's it.
Alright, Rello. Alright, brother. Alright, Rello. What I'm talking about? Nice, man. Thanks, man.
So,
Nice.
I wrote that because, so I typically, can y'all hear me? Okay, typically when I write, I don't do love stuff. I made it very clear I don't really believe in love. And I'm not a sucker for love, but I feel like I can be a sucker for somebody because it could be infatuation, you never know. So I just wrote what I was feeling that day, and I was like, damn, it just happened. I was like, damn, I can't get this person off my mind. And tell me why I'm thinking of Sweetie's Day, and y'all saying the sweetest day, and I'm looking like, why did I, damn. But that's what it is. Any questions?
Hey, that was lit though. That was lit.
It don't matter how many days it was. That day was
That one day,
I wouldn't do it like a bear.
Nice.
What, any questions?
Are you currently with that person?
Yes.
Hey, don't,
Any
the crowd be
other
getting me
questions?
too. They be like, are you in love right now? Right now. Yes.
Right now.
Right.
Could be infatuation, but you never know.
She's still walking with a limp.
Alright, let me. Any more questions? Any more questions?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Alright, y'all give him a round of applause.
Hey, it was that pen though.
Yeah. Everybody give it up for Voila. Give it up for Voila. Yeah. Did you know you was on?
No.
Oh, yeah, live.
I didn't prepare.
Put on.
Jealous. We got a freestyle on that.
I didn't know.
Well, we figure that we'll go to the next reading. Go ahead. Alright. Everybody put your hands together for Savage Bubble Guts. Oh! Y'all ain't listening to that, brother. They like, damn, I don't want my stomach turned up.
You know how to whistle,
I got nothing on whistling. I didn't get that gene. Or whatever that is. I don't know. Anyway, you tried. I tried. You did something. More than me. Alright, here we go, y'all. The sweetest day is me watching videos of Cassius Clay, just jabbing and sidestepping his opponents to keep him at bay. Listen to him talk shit and then do it, cocky prick. Maybe I'll go for a jog and try not to get robbed. Go into the house and pretend to listen to my spouse. Baby, I told you that bitch was crazy. They just hating on us. The trash will empty itself at some point today, baby. I hear Arthur screaming, "Hey, it's a wonderful kind of day." As I'm singing the song.
Blue light.
I hear Arthur screaming, "Hey, it's a wonderful kind of day." As I'm singing the song line by fucking line with kids that ain't mine.
And the men and women was like, hold on, blue light.
Oh, man. G. Willikers, what a sweet time. Little joyous moments like that made me forget that I got some sins to atonement. My karma's full circle and my pants tighter than Urkel. Sweet days are not bitter. Now I'm going to vent my thoughts on some Twitters. No, now I'm going to vent my thoughts to some strangers on Twitter. Oh shit, a retweet from a nobody. That's kind of sweet. Oh shit, another one. I'm on to something. 2 retweets about sweet heat sauce from Popeyes. At least I'm not the only one that likes sweet heat sauce with my chicken. That should be hidden. The sweetest day is when I lay in the hay thinking of crazy ideas that might cause some fears. Like I'm gonna tell my girl I love her. Hopefully she doesn't throw a printer at me. Maybe I'll do some stand-up comedy. You know, somewhere and make some strangers laugh. And they can laugh at my piss, shit, dick, and titty jokes. Say something controversial like circumcisions lives matter. Or praise Hitler.
Yes, I did.
Nah, I'm not that funny. Perhaps I'll find a way to make some money. It's always sunny when I make some money. Or I might go ghost hunting. I ain't doing that shit. Why am I fronting? But I did do it before, and the ghost came in the door waving the 4-4, knocked over my 4-for-4, pointed at me with his index finger and called me a whore. That's harsh. You dead cunt. I said it to the ghost. Then I asked, you want to hit this blunt? My sweetest day.
Alright, y'all. Any questions? Anybody?
I want to know, how did it feel when you got drunk at the end?
Drunk?
Like yeah. How did that feel?
It's probably high. I'm drunk.
Or high, you know.
Oh, well, that felt, it was a certain euphoria that came along with smoking with the ghost of George Washington.
It was worth it, and it came through, and I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. You know,
thank you.
He had wooden teeth for real. It was terrible.
Alright, any questions?
Anything else, guys?
Any questions? No? Alright, y'all, give a round of applause, y'all. And he was missing for a couple months too. I'm glad he's coming back. He been back last 2 weeks. Straight.
Alright, everybody put your hands together for Felicia Levi. Yeah.
Hey y'all. Okay, so yeah. Okay. So this is a continuation. So I'm gonna read 1 line from my, or 2 lines from my last poem. So maybe in order to truly desire something healthy, I have to do my part, which is constantly cleaning the baggage from and elevating the condition of my heart. Elevating my mindset so I can elevate what I can get. Or better yet, elevate what I notice. I desire to notice what makes me smile, what inspires me, and what keeps me calm. I desire to be a man's lotus flower bomb, his balm in Gilead, the healing, the muse, the awakening. I'm the he prayed to God and now it's happening. Wake up fully refreshed. Felicia in the building, now he can rest. Can breathe easy now that my head is on his chest. High sex drive, we'll see if he'll survive the head the best. Oh.
I was on my 4th deep reading.
Wait a minute.
Man.
I'm like, somebody please say it.
I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Wake up fully refreshed. Felicia in the building, now he can rest. Can breathe easy now that my head's on his chest. High sex drive, we'll see if he survived the head the best. But it's not just the sex. It's the no matter what happens next, we straight. But crooked lines and the scary kind seem to be my fate. Scared of joy, scared of peace. So he dominates the sound space with his empty bravado to feel a release. Because I'm so strong, he don't feel like a man. I wish he'd understand that I was created to be his helper. If they pick him apart, of course I'm supposed to have my stuff together. I wish we could be like Bonnie and Clyde. Dismantle the system, I do it from the inside while you scale the perimeter. I don't desire just a lover. I desire a co-conspirator. I desire...
Blue light. Co-conspirator. You're doing a robbery over here.
I wish we could be like Bonnie and Clyde. Dismantle the system, I do it from the inside while you scale the perimeter. I don't desire just a lover. I desire a co-conspirator. I desire a corroborator. That black love can heal any issue because black love is the originator of mankind. In my mind, my man is fine. Like everybody looks at him. And then we look at everybody who looks at him. And when we're out,
that was blue light for me. Blue light. Bars.
In my mind, my man is fine. Like everybody looks at him. And then we look at everybody who looks at him. And when we're out, he sees men's eyes dance up my thighs. And his eyes study theirs well. Because when we're done, he'll use his tongue to follow the trail.
Amen. You like that real quick? Okay now. Okay now. Night. Do this. All right now.
Okay, hold on.
It's a long trail.
And when we're out, he sees men's eyes dance up my thighs, and his eyes study theirs well. Because when we're done, he'll use his tongue to follow the trail. He loves them, but he doesn't want to give me more stretch marks. He doesn't want me barefoot and pregnant. He wants to gift me with businesses and trademarks. He wants me high-heeled and present. He loves the way I regulate my nervous system. He doesn't assume just because I'm busy I don't want him. Oh, yeah, and he smells good.
Can I get blue light too? Go back a little bit. I see you.
He loves them, but he doesn't want to give me more stretch marks. He doesn't want me barefoot and pregnant. He wants to gift me with businesses and trademarks. He wants me high-heeled and present. He loves the way I regulate my nervous system. He doesn't assume just because I'm busy I don't want him. Oh yeah, and he smells good. Like myrrh and frankincense. He sounds good. Like wisdom and common sense.
Don't hurt him.
Thank y'all. That's so sweet. Oh yeah, and he smells good. Like myrrh and frankincense. He sounds good. Like wisdom and common sense. He feels good. Like laying in a field of lilies that Jesus clothed. He tastes like flowing with milk and honey. He's my covering, my cloak. We remind each other to believe in hope. And that arguing and risk-taking isn't the only way to get dope. We help each other get our shots of dopamine. Like deep breathing, exercising, and cuddling. Like giving you space to make mistakes without criticizing or coddling. All the men I dated, I really couldn't engage with because they needed so much. I was reading about European techniques but we go through unique stuff. So maybe right now, it has to be this way. But I don't need a sweetheart for this to be my sweetest days.
Shout out to the mic.
That's my baby. She be holding y'all. She be rocking that.
Yeah. Any questions for her? Any questions?
Hey, come on, we talking to somebody?
No, I am very single. I'm very single now. That was just something that I wanted. Like, I don't know. I have 3 boys. I have 8 brothers. So, like, I was thinking, like, I've seen black men go through the system and seen the system try to break black men 11 times in my lifetime. And I'm only 34, and I just want to love a black man, but it be so hard. But it's like, I understand why it's hard, because the system make it hard. So it's going to take work. That's why I said maybe right now I just need to be single, and then eventually I'll be dating again, and I could love a black man like that, and he could love me like that.
So I want to ask about the part, like you like the fact that other people look at your man, you like, ooh yeah, I know he look good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Some people have insecurities with that though. I've been in all kinds of ways. Some people look at somebody looking at your man, somebody looking at your woman, and don't see it as a compliment. And it's like if you can't take the heat that come with dating the damn Lamborghini, then
Come on, why you driving it? Period.
Appreciate the person you like.
Right.
If they appreciate them.
Don't accept what don't come with them.
Exactly.
Everybody got eyeballs.
Exactly.
Right.
I like this.
Last one was dope.
Yeah, that was nice. Thank you. Yeah, y'all keep that same energy. Put your hands together for Dewey.
Man, I'm gonna try, man. I ain't.
Don't even try, man. Just be you, bro.
I ain't write too much.
You wrote enough.
I wrote enough. I wasn't really like, I ain't never had like a sweet ass day. Sweetest day just passed. I ain't really celebrated. I was chilling. Anyway. My vision sees a vision that I'm getting led into a world that you can't get in. I say hallelujah, she back it up.
Wait, blue light.
I say hallelujah, she back it up. I wrap it up, smack it up, rearrange them goods. Then it's time to pack it up. My sweetest days are filled with money plays and hot Frito-Lays, if that's okay. I woke up to her smile, but she didn't cook breakfast. You think we going to Roof Chris? No, bitch, you are reckless. I fill my cup up when I'm about to cut up. When I lay my head down, I wait for head now. My sweetest days are filled with money plays and hot Frito-Lays, if that's okay. I woke up to her smile, but she didn't cook breakfast. You think we going to Roof Chris? No, girl, you are reckless. I fill my cup up when I'm about to cut up. When I lay my head down, I wait for a head now. My vibrations give you citations to make your mind pay attention. What are you talking about? Hey. As it rains and as it pours, you realize that I'm not yours. That's my sweetest days. That's right. That's my sweetest days.
I was just leave you on blue, man.
Bro, I say ain't even try. It's real on here.
You funny as hell. No questions? Thank you. I just appreciate the love. Thank you.
I appreciate the honesty.
Alright, everybody, we gonna get into the topic of conversation. Yeah, real quick, so we move on. Then we got maybe 3, 4 more minutes after that, so we can go ahead and get into it. So the topic of conversation was happiness, awareness. Some of y'all probably got some real great shit going on in y'all life. You got some people outside of here that got some real good shit going on for them. But because of what y'all see and the level y'all feel y'all supposed to be on in y'all time in life, y'all don't see the happiness that y'all have. In order for y'all to move on to a different level, you got to accept what you have now and be happy because you'll be able to move to the level.
You gotta accept what you got.
What?
You don't have to accept what you got.
You can't be unhappy with it.
You can expect
You
more.
acknowledge it though.
Right.
If you have to acknowledge it and keep it moving.
Yep, and if you are unhappy with your whatever your state is, condition is, it's about the action to manifest otherwise or looking for resources, etc.,
It's
etc.
communication. If you don't like what you got, you gotta say it. You can't just go along with it and accept it. Because the next person, that's all they're gonna do is go off what your energy is. You gotta speak your mind. Because nobody can read your mind but you. So if you can't speak your mind, the other person can't read your mind, you gotta tell them how you feel. Or you're gonna be in the same spot, continuously. And you're gonna be continuously unhappy.
Damn. What the hell?
Alright.
I mean, he ain't wrong.
You guys got anything to say? It's open for
Like the man said, speak your truth. Be honest with yourself, with your partner, with your family, whoever the fuck. Just be honest.
I will say this.
That's it.
Wait, not to play with that.
It's like happiness. Happiness awareness. So it's really with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff that, like for example, the writing concept is what you think about it. So the happiness awareness, a lot of this is with us having an internal check. You know what I'm saying? Self-awareness. Some of us don't be happy with ourselves about some stuff you should be happy with because somebody else shit probably way worse than yours. And you too worried about what you don't got. But that's usually the way to put yourself back into gratitude when you think about somebody who got it quote unquote fucked up. Or if you see the person that's begging for some change or whatever, you remember that, man, I got opportunity to. I'm better than that, and I can make it greater than what it is. It could be much worse.
That's self-regulation.
The problem is we scared to hurt each other's feelings. You be scared to hurt each other's feelings. If you really care about that person, you will say how you feel no matter how it's gonna make them feel. Because if you scared to hurt their feelings, you don't really care about it. That's society where we live in a society where opinion is not anymore than facts, but it's the way you say it to a person. Not all the things you say. Like, I can't go to you and be like, you a fat ass nigga, get your fat ass up to the gym before you die. I can't say that.
Thank you, bro.
It's the way you say it. You feel me? It's the way you say it. Some people can take heavy criticism, some people can't. You just can't. Delivery is everything.
But my whole thing is, man, y'all still worried about other people. I'm talking about y'all self.
I'm talking about
ain't got nothing to do
just self-improvement. Like, I can look at
you gotta start at home.
But there's people around you that's going to
This is about self. Like, self happiness, for example, when I hear that, because a lot of these, the concept be new for me when Vaughn sent it to me. You know what I'm saying? So, this happiness awareness, when I think of that, I think of self. I know a lot of this is based off self. is what do you do to replenish your happiness and or to make sure you're aware of your levels. Like I just saw something with the retirement and early resignation of police officers. It's because they're overworked. Ever since the George Floyd, they still been doing 12 hours and forced to come in on their off days. So they doing like a self-awareness check, like, you know what, I'm tired and I got an attitude out here and I'm making bad decisions, or I can make a bad decision, so they resigning. That's self-happiness, self-wellness, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of this is like self-check with whatever position you in life. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about showing a relationship.
It's hard to talk about.
Go ahead, bro. She had her hand
I
up.
was gonna say, one thing that I've started doing is like, okay, if the Bible, I feel like this. I be talking to God like this, like, God, if the Bible is real, I'm gonna pick this one scripture. I want you to show me how it work in my life. So lately I've been working on Romans 8:28, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord, right? So even if something bad happened, I'm like, okay, God, what is this an opportunity for me to learn or to do in this moment? And then I look at it from a different angle. And I always try to look at stuff like everything works together for my good. You know what I mean? So even if like I get a flat tire, God, why did this happen? How is this good for me right now? And it's really hard when you're dealing with really big things or things that you've experienced in your past and you really trying to see it from that angle. But I think eventually as I've been doing this more and more, it's gotten a little easier and I see that I'm a lot more happy.
I know sometimes people can get real critical about everything to the point they just can't be happy. Like I've seen people, birthdays come around and people do like the top-notch shit, but that person's birthday it is just ain't happy. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you might have somebody that nobody did shit for, but they happy. You know what I'm saying? That's the part I just never could understand. Like, damn, dude, like shit, everybody did this and did that, you still ain't happy, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, they didn't took this off your bill, but you still ain't happy, you know what I'm saying? So it's kinda like, I don't know, sometimes I don't understand like where people be at that they just don't notice where they at in the moment. Or what's people doing for them at the moment. Or sometimes I see y'all, sometimes in relationships, just saying male or female, because like y'all know how I believe everybody the same. I get you. So I feel like sometimes the other person can be doing a lot, but you may base something off of he or she ain't doing enough based off of somebody else's relationship about what he possibly can do. So you kind of sometimes find yourself happy with that. All I'm saying, there's all types of situations. I'm just throwing that out there. But I think you had your hand up right before she had her hand up. Wait, you had your hand up. Big one right there. Okay, go ahead.
Basically, I feel like self-happiness. Basically, I feel like self-happiness ties in with self-care. Like you have to take care of yourself before anything, before trying to, like you said, self-happiness is yourself. So I feel like this cliche is when you look good, you feel good. So I feel like when you straight and you take care of yourself and you like have your head clear, then everything falls into place. Like you're able, you know, because when you're like depressed and down, you're not able to do nothing. You're like in your head, in your moment, in your emotions. But when you like feel good and you look good, you ready to take charge. I mean, I'm living large in charge. You know, the world is yours. So I feel like self-happiness also comes with self-care.
Yeah, it can debilitate you. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, bro. I think somebody else had their hand up. Okay.
Kind of like what she said. You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel the same way. I think that if you really want to be happy, you have to take control of your own happiness. I think a lot of times people look for somebody else.
Everybody dropping their phone.
People look for somebody else or something to make them happy. And I see a lot of people that'll say they happy, but I know they really not. They just saying that. It's really a good feeling when you say you happy and you mean happy. Because most times when I'm happy, I don't even got to tell you I'm happy. You gonna know. You know, like, because I'm usually a person that, somebody said it here before, I always have a blank face. So people sometimes, they perceive me in a different way. So if they actually see me walking around smiling, I don't got to tell you I'm happy. Shit, you know. But I think that for me to be happy, I have to take control of that. It ain't about no man, ain't about no woman, ain't about no kids, ain't about nothing. It's about you taking control of your own happiness, kind of sitting down thinking, what's going to make me happy? What do I want to do? And not giving a fuck with anybody else thinking, just doing what makes you happy.
That's true.
Go ahead.
She pretty much cleaned it up. I mean, her and this lady, it was just pretty much like you said, because I was a CPD candidate and have a friend that's going to the academy, and have one friend that's already a cop, and have another friend that's FBI agent. I dropped off because I just saw a lot of shit of what Chicago is totally segregated and corrupt. And I was like, I'm ready to just go back to San Diego. Like, I just had enough. But, no. Oh, I know. I'm from Chicago. Oh, I know. I was born and bred. I'm from here. But I have a son that's a Marine, so he's stationed out there, so I'm back and forth. Yeah, I have a 21-year-old and a 13-year-old. Me? Oh, it's home remedies. Not as we know, black don't crack. So I'm 41.
Hey, we all look good.
Everybody give it up for your beautiful self. Your mind self. Handsome, yeah.
No, but pretty much what she said. I mean, I was at a point too. It's like, you know, my family. I was just really tired of enabling people. Like, I was married to my high school sweetheart together, married 10 years together, almost 18 years. And he's from another country, he's from the Caribbean, Belize. So it was total different culture, atmosphere, and I just said, listen, you're looking for somebody you can control, you know, at the end he wasn't happy, it happens, you fall out of love, you know? But what she just said, it's just sometimes I got to a point where I was like, you know what, I'm caring too much about everybody else, I'm losing myself, and I'm not taking care of myself. You know, I'm not doing my goals or achieving what I want to do and where I want to be in life, because there's a lot of shit I know I want, I deserve, and I'm going to get there. I'm a licensed insurance agent. I plan to have my own agency. I'm trying to decide if I do want to have it here in Chicago. I really don't know. I do love my city, but it's just a lot of opportunities and a lot of shit and a lot of things I can be doing. But it's just, I feel sometimes when you literally stop caring, I'm just being honest with you guys. You're not saying like you saying, fuck this person. You know, not that you wish bad on a person, but you kind of stop caring and taking care and focus on yourself, things come to you. And it's just like what this sister said with God. It's been times where I was like, after my divorce, I'm like, oh shit, like a house, we bought a house, I'm like, this motherfucker just disappeared. Like, we bought a house, we're supposed to grow and expand, and you ain't happy, and like, we just bought this motherfucking house, and I'm like, I didn't know shit about a house. But I learned, I've been in my home almost 7 years, I'm getting ready to rent it out next spring. You know, I want to buy up more property, and just, it's a lot of shit I know that's coming to me. It's been times, I'm telling you, I know God is good, because I've stood like and looked at my motherfucking backyard, and I remember one time I was like, dude, all I need, God, is $10,000. And I can do like the shit that I needed to do, like recover, pay credit card debt, and all this. I don't know where I fucking got $10,000. I fucking kid you not. Just the other day, I was like, damn, there's some shit I need to do. I kind of need this X amount of dollars. I got that. I literally, when I talk to God, I tell people all the time, I'm not a religious person. My dad is Jewish, my mom is black. I don't follow Judaism. I'm not going to say I don't follow Christianity, but I believe there is a higher source. I would say, because there's shit that I've seen out of my own eyes where I'm just like, this shit is, I don't smoke weed. I'm like, this shit is like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I know it's okay. Shit in my bedroom, like, what the fuck? Like, so I'm telling you to where, I tell people, listen, you don't gotta pray how you want to pray, okay? I mean, this is kind of, it's piggybacking off what you said, but it's kind of just made me thought about what you said. And I'm not trying to get all religious or anything, but...
This is
so I was just saying that basically, you can, I literally just have conversations. I have a conversation like I'm talking to a friend, and that's all you gotta do. Like, but, you know, they hear you. I would just say, whatever's out there, it hears you. That's all I gotta say. I want to get too weird.
Let me get a dominant to you, bro. I'm gonna make a real short
Okay. Well, this situation just happened to me on the drive here. Basically, I'm the type of person that everybody comes to and asks, can you help, can you help, can you help? So I get overwhelmed, I get drained, but I do have God. Like, He provides, you know, He provides abundantly, you know. So someone that does not have my back, I know for a fact, does not have my back, called and asked me for money. And I thought it'll make me feel good, like, no, I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, you know, you always ask, you don't have my back, goes everything. And just leave me alone, don't call me no more. right? I thought that would make me feel good. But, like, I did end up giving them what they want, and that made me feel better because at the end of the day, like she said, there's a Bible verse that says if you can help someone and if you can provide for them, do it because God provided abundantly for you. So, I don't know. It made me feel better to help instead of, like, just cutting them off. Yeah, I just made it.
That's good, karma.
Next week, I'm gonna sum it up because I think everybody in here needs to hear this. This is for everybody in here, actually. To attain true happiness, stop basing your happiness on outside sources. That's it. Just stop basing happiness on outside sources. You should be happy if you ain't got zero in your bank account. I should be able to rob everybody in here, you should still be happy. Like, bad example. Wait, don't wait a minute. The concept is don't base your happiness on outside sources. You should be just as happy as when I take 1,000 out your account as you was when you had $1 million in your account. Just don't base your happiness on outside sources, and you will essentially sin.
For sure.
That's it.
Just don't rob everybody.
Some people
Forgive the young.
You got a long way to go.
Forgive the young.
Nigga, you gotta die.
Alright, y'all. We're gonna get back into the performances, y'all. We're gonna get back into the performances. I'm gonna go ahead. Come to the stage.
Come on, you want next? Let's go, man.
All my bread.
Hey, since he up there, huh?
Go ahead.
Come on, Joe.
Hey, I've been listening to this nigga speak for 30 years.
I got it for a good 15.
Damn, has it been that long? It's been a long
When you
time.
first started, bro.
It's been a long time. Y'all know Jefferson's, man, dude, this is my homeboy.
3rd grade.
3rd grade. Damn, it's a long time.
3rd grade.
I wish I ain't
time.
either
This
one.
nigga didn't even speak at that age.
3rd
I
grade.
was defending him.
I was talking shit. All right, y'all. My sweetest days. Let me see. In the moment, thinking about nothing important, just what I'm about to eat next. Soaking in the sun, just frustration from the sand on the blanket that was caught in my toes while I'm 10 toes down with you who was occupying my time. Sharing the experience, expressing what we see in the elegance in the clouds in our head, trying to get around any responsibilities, the ability to prepare to repair the energies that was quietly trying to take the chair from under, done with a smile. The effort to do what I love multiple times, multitasking, tasking, tedious trembles, causing driplets from in between that would be simple for me to sip up, lick up the flavor, putting it all on the table, not holding.
Go back.
That was Jeff who did that to you.
Yeah.
Jeff hit you with the blue
Green
light.
light.
Let's see. Let me take it.
Sip up,
Come
lick up,
correct.
whatever.
Come correct, Joe.
My sweetest days.
Hit it from the top, B.
In the moment, thinking about nothing important, just what I'm about to eat next. Soaking in the sun, just frustration from the sand on the blanket that was caught in my toes while I'm 10 toes down with you who is occupying my time. Sharing the experience. Expressing what we see in the elegance in the clouds in our head, trying to get around any responsibilities. The ability to prepare to repair the energies that was quietly trying to take the chair from under, done with a smile. The effort to do what I love multiple times, multitasking, tasking, tedious trembles, causing driplets from in between that would be simple for me to sip up, lick up the flavor, putting it all on the table, not holding none of my opinions back.
Bring that shit back.
Run it back, Joe.
So,
Hey, I told you.
let me see. In our heads, trying to get around any responsibilities. The ability to prepare to repair the energies that was quietly trying to take the chair from under, done with a smile. The effort to do what I love multiple times, multitasking, tedious trembles, causing driplets from in between that would be simple for me to sip up, lick up the flavor, putting it all on the table, not holding none of my opinions back.
That cluster was hard.
Hitting from the back, background music, barricading the bounce from your vocals wall to wall in all imaginary ways. I refuse not to have no sweetest days. I refuse to have no sweetest days. Wait, the hell was I writing? Hold on a second.
Come back with it, B.
Go ahead, run that shit back.
I refuse not to have. Yeah, okay, that's what I was saying. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Hold on, that's what I meant. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. The effort to do what I love multiple times, multitasking, tedious trembles, causing driplets from in between that would be simple for me to sip up, lick up the flavor, putting it all on the table, not holding none of my emotions back. Hitting it from the back, background music, barricading the bounce from your vocals wall to wall in all imaginary ways. I refuse not to have any sweetest days, even if I had to dive deep and replay the times I looked over that could have been my sweetest days. I pray where you lay, I hold tight to what I can write to, vocalize it would never been in sight. The hell was that? Let me see. I pray where you lay, right? I hold tight to what I can write. Vocalizing what never been in sight. What is understanding sometimes can never be explainable. Sweetest days might be too sweet for others to be aware of. And that was it. No, so with me. I heard.
Don't say that too loud. That's weird.
Hold on, y'all. What was the question?
The understood, unexplainable lounge. Sorry.
Let me see. I pray where you lay right. I pray where you lay right. I hold tight to what I can write. But I hold tight to what I can't write. Vocalizing would never been in sight. What is understanding sometimes can never be explainable. Sweetest days might be too sweet for others to be aware of.
Thank you.
So with me, my sweetest days is vacations. You know what I'm saying? Because while I'm in town, I can't really. It don't matter. If I'm doing a staycation when I'm in town, I'm either gonna bump into somebody I know. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna be like, "Ooh, you the massage guy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." You know what I'm saying? I gotta take text messages and shit. So it's like only time I really feel like I got my sweetest days is when I'm out of town, when I might not bump into nobody that may recognize me and nobody that I know. You know what I'm saying? Times when I can just, when I don't have no responsibilities, when it's just, I'm just trying to figure out what restaurant I'm finna hit next. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, with somebody that's with me, that's, you know, we just 10 times down, we just having a great ass time. Well, I ain't worried about shit, but just waking up in the morning, eating, having some sex.
Yes.
We doing the same shit until I gotta make sure I'm at that flight on time. You know what I'm saying? This is the hardest part, the whole thing. That's the only thing I want to worry about is what time my damn flight gotta go. You know what I'm saying? And or do I feel like pushing that flight back because I'm having too much of a good time? And can I afford it? Just want to push this shit back? Like, do I have anything to do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I heard somebody from the audience ask about happy endings. I don't know where that came from.
Happy endings.
Somebody with your massage, whatever.
Yeah, everybody say that shit. So yeah, that's pretty much. So yeah, that's me. My sweet. Oh, so at the end part, what she was asking about, when she was talking about, when she asked me about my last line, sweetest day. Let me see. What is understanding sometimes can never be explainable. Sweetest days might be too sweet for others to be aware of. So, you know, it's like sometimes I try to be aware of, because I am a massage therapist, I gotta be aware of, body language, what people saying, what they might be having in their life sometimes. If I'm following up with a client, trying to see how they been, and sometimes I ask you how you been. My days might have been great, but it's kind of like, I don't know where you at in your life. I don't want you to be envious and then don't come see me. I need to make some bread. So, so with that, it's kind of sometimes like that in life too. It's like sometimes it's like some people might be in a place in their life that they going through so much shit in their life they don't want to hear about nobody else having really a good time. So sometimes I feel like in order for me to try to help somebody listen through, sometimes they got to come to that person's level first, see where they at. Try to show them how they can get out of it, because everybody been up and been down. It's like, I think Tisa wrote something about how if you always was up, how do you feel? How can you feel like you're down? And that's true though. It's like how you can give somebody advice if your ass always been up. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't work. So, so I try to be aware of that also. But yeah. That's what I'm about. Appreciate it.
Everybody put your hands together for Joe Vaughn. Thank you. Yeah. All right, everybody put your hands together for Santrisa. Yeah.
Do something. We do a group hug right there.
That's our thing. That's our thing.
She holds that jet to the heart, sir.
So, before I start, I just want to thank everybody who I communicate with, who let me feed off them and feed off me. For everybody that don't know, I have anxiety. So that's what that hug was about. It flared up a little bit. So I just want to thank everybody who motivates me and push me and don't allow me to be in my box. I'm not going to put you on blast. Y'all know who y'all are. So the title to my poem is called Intimate Conversation. The motivation to this poem is me having a conversation with my inner self. My inner self in this poem is a younger version of me. As I close my eyes, thinking about the conversation that I had with the younger version of me, we discussed all the good times, and while reminiscing on the simple life, how the simple life used to be, before technology completely transformed society. We talked about having pure, innocent fun without worrying about anyone in the crowd who may be carrying a gun with full intentions of spoiling all the fun. I remember not having a cell phone and only being able to talk on the phone with my friends. I remember not having a cell phone and only being able to talk to my friends at home on the landline, playing double dutch and listen to 90s hits all day long. Subway, Jason Weaver, Tevin Campbell, Silk, and a little bit of Jodeci. Man, I love me some KC. How he always done. For some reason, he always done something to me. Crazy part is, I was only 14. I was low-key just figuring out what having these feelings really mean. I remember when I first fell in love and let my guards down and allowed my imagination to run free. I remember this love that captivated me. I remember this love listening to every word I had to say. I remember this love pleasing me in every way. I'm telling you, the first time I put this pen in my hand and allowed true love to begin. My pen reveals so many fascinating things about me. That's why I stopped.
Very nice. Yeah. We got any questions? Anybody? Any questions? Santrisa, anything you want to say?
No, what makes you comfortable? You say you have anxiety. What makes you comfortable in order to do that?
Just gotta do it. Like I said, I gotta have it like double dutch. I can't let it have me. I gotta have it.
True. All right, everybody, put y'all hands together for Tisa. Oh, perfect timing. Yeah. You want to send it to me real quick? I can't get out of it.
This is
Raise it up a little bit.
We got it. Boom.
Squat down a little bit.
Energy, come on.
You wish you could be that height.
No, I don't. I mean, you don't want to be down there with you.
Great,
sir. The air is great up here. The air is great up here. Yeah, the air is great.
He rises.
It's clear.
High bio.
Clear. Enjoy it.
Right. All right.
Whatever. Y'all people are lonely. There's not a lot of y'all up there. You're like, hello. It's all down here. Be like, hey, what's going on? How you doing?
It's beautiful. Could you shut up so I can read my poetry? Thank you. Hey. All right. None in my face. Okay.
Keep it together, y'all. Come on.
Okay. All right. Sweetest days spent sitting on a rock, staring into the sun, wishing to remain blinded to my surroundings, only inviting in the sounds of waves crashing, birds singing, trees blowing in the wind, cotton blend protecting my sensitive skin from the chill. Breathe in. Sweetest days brings my sweetest praise, why I crowd in amazement to the Creator. And I thank the Lord that He made her. Her being every woman that crossed my path, and I was able to draw from her greatness, her confidence, her nurturing, her opposition to failure, her refusal to fail, her love despite all of the lovers that failed her.
Ooh, blue light.
Blue light.
Blue light.
Sweetest days brings my sweetest praise, where I cry out in amazement to the Creator. And I thank the Lord that He made her. Her being every woman that crossed my path, and I was able to draw from her greatness, her confidence, her nurturing, her opposition to failure, her refusal to fail, her love despite all of the lovers that failed her. Sweet days when I look into the sweet face of the boys I'm trying to raise to have sweet ways, but only with sweet dames. Because I dream of the sweet days when they grow to be strong husbands and lead their families to pathways that lead to generational wealth and break generational curses that their predecessors made. I look forward to sweet days laying next to a man that makes me feel beautiful in all types of ways, and all my ugly phase that may live in my imagination but stays on my brain. A man that kissed my face out of pure habit, because affection just runs in his veins. He loves to say my name. I love to say his name, because just the thought of him coming near is so climactic. I would have thought he made me came.
Blue light.
Good, because I said that wrong. Look, I'm like, I needed that because I actually said it wrong, so I'm gonna do this again. All right. Out of pure habit, because affection just runs in his veins. He loves to say my name. I love to say his name, because just the thought of him coming near is so climactic. I would have thought that I came. It was such a sweet day when I met this man with beautiful eyes, and he looked at me as intensely as I saw him. And there wasn't only seduction in his grin. We looked past physical and found zen.
Oh, damn. Sorry.
To this day, I've loved everything he's had to say. I've loved how hard he makes me laugh when he play. And I've been trying to figure out all the ways to make me his, to maybe have his kids, even though I don't want no more.
Girl.
Like, damn, I feel like he gonna have me falling fast like a lesbian. Sweetest days spent writing in sexy lighting with sexy people that are so inviting. I vibe out, I let my cries out, I let the good vibrations in, and I take the trash out. I go home feeling hopeful that sweet days will take over and override all the bitter times that I'm holding.
I'm pretty sure I had some sweet days when I was growing, but they just haven't been as prominent because I didn't control them. Sweet days considered of the times I was allowed to be a sweet baby girl that wasn't eaten up by the world, watched over by elders of the community that got me back to my door with no harm, even if it was with a strong arm. Sweet days spent in front of my reflection, reminding myself that I am that bitch, meditating and affirming that I cannot quit. And I walk into the world and kick obstacles like dust, and I demand focus in my switch. Sweet days spent within me, loving me, giving love where it's supposed to be, looking into darkness and seeing light and tragedies composed for me. I just want to sit on my rock and fight the bitter, look into my baby's eyes and fight the quitter, lay next to my crush and make him consider. Come here every Wednesday and express so that my creativity won't wilter. My sweetest days hopefully haven't come yet. I just hope I haven't even figured out where my sweetest days are even from yet.
Whoa. Dang.
Very nice, very nice. Very.
Okay, good.
Got a question to the left.
I have 2 questions. Number 1, is that about somebody? Number 2.
Which part?
Well, the one about y'all created Zen.
Yeah, you did that.
Because that was like so like what?
Yes, it actually is about somebody.
Dang, congratulations.
It's a hopeful thought.
Congratulations. Hey, that shit was dope.
I know my second question was, you must like to cuddle because you talk about cuddling a lot.
Do I?
Yeah.
What did I say about cuddling?
You said lay next to him or something.
Yeah, I do like to cuddle. I'm very. Well, I talk about affection a lot. I'm very affectionate.
You said one of your pieces. You said something about cuddling with your best friend too. I was like, she looks like
Oh yeah. I'll cuddle with anybody.
She look like a cuddle.
Cuddle season.
I love cuddling.
She look right on her little nose like, come on.
I'm very affectionate.
Hot chocolate, a blanket.
Yes. Come on.
Cuddling does what?
Releases dopamine.
What's dopamine?
It does. Thank you. It releases dopamine. Makes you feel good. Thank you.
Hey,
She supposed to cuddle too.
She gets it.
You look like a cuddler. All right, y'all.
You had a question. Hey, Tisa, she had a question. We had a question, Tisa.
Please, get back up there.
We had a question.
They got questions for you.
Was that like that man? Was that somebody you imagine or somebody you have in your life right now?
So the one. Okay, so there's a part when I say I'm hoping for this one day, and then there's a part where, and I say there was one of the sweetest days when I met this guy with the beautiful eyes. That's a real person. Yeah. So it's kind of a hopeful and a hopeful. Like I don't know how to say it. It's like.
So he's a real person, and you're hoping for that situation to pan out like that. Like,
Yeah.
All right, that's beautiful.
You play guitar for him.
All right, y'all, give it a round of
I'm
applause,
going to.
All right, everybody, put your hands together for Skinny.
Sorry about that camera, bro. Sorry about your camera. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh no, I was just.
It was a bump. I'm skinny. I bumped the camera. It was a.
Opposed to house party shit, kept bumping into the damn DJ.
So I said, sweetest day. Sweetest days.
You see the background singers for this one, dude?
No. I think of, let me start over. Sweetest days, I think of them a lot. One in particular has to be with my pops. Gave me diamonds, no nut rocks. Taught me lessons, some with knots. Last words you said, recycle in my head. Let me love you when you did. Holding your hand until the respirator beat red. Sweetest days has to be.
Run that all the way back.
Yeah, man, slow down. Tell you got some discomfort. Tell you got some discomfort.
Like my ring fuck.
He's shit's big.
Let's slow him down.
Dang, boy, that was sweet.
Sweetest days has to. Listen, sweetest days I think of a lot. One in particular has to be with my pops. Gave me diamonds, no not rocks. Taught me lessons, some with knots. Last words you said, recycle in my head. They only love you when you dead, holding your hand until the respirator beat red. Sweetest days has to be on the block. Sweetest days has to be on the block. I learned how to cook up on the stove top. At your local candy shop, yelling 31.97, that's Sweet Rocks. Shit was so sweet I could sleep at the spot. Whoa. Sweetest days has to be shopping with my mother. She made me a cold motherfucker. Showed me the difference between lard and butter, pleather and leather, how to change with the weather. But one thing she stressed, you can always do better. Yeah. Sweetest days gotta be when I was on the Bozo show. One more bucket to go. You won the grand prize game, you going to Disney World for sure. Sweetest days has to be winning the lottery. 10, 20K, 30 G's. The Lord keep blessing me. And that's all I got.
Bro, they know, but some of y'all ain't know about the Bozo show, though. I remember the Bozo show. No, some of y'all got quiet like, huh? Look.
Yeah, that was the shit back then, boy.
Any questions for Skinny?
Yeah, any questions?
Hand right here.
You hit the lottery? Yeah, bro, I'm pretty good in the lottery, bro.
Yeah,
like,
he been hitting the lottery a lot, man.
For my whole life, I've been hitting the lottery.
I'm getting a couple dollars.
Like, I'm real good with numbers.
I be scared to play lottery, man.
You go to the casino, bro?
Yeah, I'm good at the casino.
Which one
too.
you go to?
We go to Horseshoe. I play roulette.
Horseshoe?
Yeah.
That's my shit. Hey, we're going with you next time you go.
Yeah, I done won like 20,000.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm good with numbers, bro. I'm
play roulette
real
too?
good with numbers.
Oh, yeah,
I
we
play
did.
roulette.
Let's go.
No, I play roulette.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah. We're gonna take a Penflow trip to the casino, y'all.
Let's go.
Yeah, hold on, one more question, Skinny. One more question. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I was listening. Tell me if this is correct. First of all, thank you for sharing that piece because it was very vulnerable and like honest. So thank you for sharing that with us. But I feel like in the beginning you were talking about your dad and how he gave you diamonds but not rocks, but then you ended up cooking on the stove top. I feel like that was like showing the difference of like where you've come from. It was like really like showing us your life. Yeah,
and how a father is real key in your life. Like if you got your dad, when he wasn't there, then I started hugging the block. So that's why I started off with him to show a transition. Good song,
bro. Thank you, bro.
Wow.
Thank you.
I like to say some knots too. He gave you some knots. All right, everybody, put your hands together for Katrina. Katrina. Where you at, Katrina? Katrina. Yeah.
Shadows.
Yeah.
This one's short and sweet because I got some stuff to do later. So.
Hell it.
Oh God. Really, Joe? Sorry.
On cloud 9, my mind is blown, and the bliss evaporates, creating rainbows and candy kisses. I feel your presence, and your existence sweetens the air, warms me, and wraps me in sensations no fabric can mimic. Tantalizing and memorizing, I dance with euphoric rhythms to the sounds of your heartbeat. You are my maestro, my conductor, as the night accompanies us with love and blessings from above. I worship you and the Creator, and I am thankful that our souls collided. I love surprises and the sunrises, and the horizons bring hope and anticipation. I smile without knowing, my skin glistening and glowing as our energy shines simultaneously. You complete me and make me better. Sweeter than skin deep, you creep into the crevice of my joy and put it on blast. My only
God damn!
Yeah,
she say what?
I was gonna let you do your thing, right?
She
say who?
Kravis suck out of
His name is
Jeff.
Jeff.
Kravis.
That word gets him every time.
I don't have my highlight that word. Sweeter than skin deep, you creep into the crevice of my joy and put it on blast. My only concern is how to make us last. When the sugar is sucked off and the rain falls, and my faith is in your strength to carry us to infinity and beyond. It's not that long. I didn't write that much. My only concern is how to make us last when the sugar is sucked off and the rain falls. But my faith is in your strength to carry us to infinity and beyond.
Hey, you know what? Hey, that was I wish you had more because I just closed my eyes and I'm like, man, because you just, you know, you do the same amount.
So I was looking at the time and I was like, it's almost midnight. Like I have more, and maybe next time I'll read the rest of it. But I just wanted to give y'all a little.
Oh, so you have more? You wrote more than that?
But I'm not reading it tonight.
Oh. You know what? It's cool. It's fine.
That sound like an encore to me. Sound like an encore to me. That sound like I do that.
I'll read it next week. Y'all come back.
Just got comfortable.
I'll read it next week.
Any other questions, y'all? No? Anything you want to say?
Thank you.
Self-explanatory.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for speaking it.
Katrina, everybody.
All right, y'all. Give a round of applause, y'all.
Yeah. Is it everybody? Did we get anybody that needs to perform and did? That's everybody?
Hey, y'all ain't been on the list. We can't even get you.
That's everybody though.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming out again on this Wednesday. We do have a Penflow group.